Namo Namaha. Namaskaram to everyone. We are starting our session with Vande Mataram. Mahodaya, Venkatnarayan Mahodaya, recite Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Supalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनीं फुल्लकुसुमिता द्रुमदलशोभिनीं सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्.
Vande Mataram, sir. Dhanyavada. And then today's session starting Prarthana by Sarla Devi. 5065 her pin number. Start Mahodaya.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. 1 minute meditation followed by 3 times Omkara. Om. Om. Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyestharajan Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannoti Sida Sadanam Om Sri Mahaganapataye Namaha Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinama Vidyavatu Om Sri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha Om Gurureva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्तिः 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 मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथि देवो भव ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. ధన్యవాద మహోదయ. సరళాదేవి మేడం నెక్స్ట్. నమస్కారం మేడం, వెల్కమ్ టు ద క్లాస్. సుందరి మేడం, సుందరి మహోదయ, కంటిన్యూ అవర్ సెకండ్ సెషన్. టుడే you are giving a wonderful class to us about the nitya karmanushtana siddhyartham yogyata pada samudayam. You are giving a wonderful class to us, I'm thinking. So we all are eagerly waiting for your class.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Just 1 minute. I will rejoin you. Just a minute.
Okay, madam. Okay.
Just some problem has come. 1 minute. Shall I start the class?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good evening to everybody. Yesterday, we have learned something about calendars, Indian astronomy. What is the calendars? Why they important to the Hindu calendars? What is the Indian calendar system? Why the Indian calendar system is important than Gregorius calendar? These things we have yesterday we discussed. Briefly, just I have recollected the yesterday class once again. Then we will go to further because some new subject this is astronomical subject. Basically, Indian calendars based on 3 types: lunisolar calendar and lunar calendar and solar calendar. You know, lunar calendar based on the moon movements, 27 nakshatras, and solar calendar is sun transit around the earth every month, 30 degrees passed on 365 days. In lunar calendar, 354 days. In lunisolar calendar, generally we have to use it here in Indian calendar system. Basically, in Indian calendar system, yesterday we have discussed the Kala Swarupam. I have given the just a brief. What is the Kala Swarupam? Total Yugam Vibhajana, Kala Vibhajana or Yuga Vibhajana. What is the Samvatsaram, Yugam, Ayanam, Rutu, Masam, Pakhyam, Ahoratram, Yama, Muhurta, Vigati, Prana, Truti. Because Yuga Vibhajana, 4 yugas. First Kruta Yugam, Treta Yugam, Dwapar Yugam, Kali Yugam. And again Samvatsaram, Ayanam, Rutu, Masam, Paksham. Like that, yesterday we discussed all the things. That Yuga Vibhajana in Bharata time, Indian time measurement, the calendar is measurement of the time. Our purpose is measurement of time to perform the rituals or philosophical or astronomical issues or influences on Earth. All that we have to know about the Indian calendar system. The main motive importance is that. The Indian calendar system measurement first we have to know. The 60, the parala is 1 para. The 60 paras is 1 vilipta. 60 vilipta is 1 lipta. 60 liptas 1 vigadiya. Vigadiya means 24 seconds. 60 vigadiyas is equal to 1 ghadiya. Ghadiya means 24 minutes. 60 ghadiya is equal to 1 day, 24 hours. And 30 days is equal to 1 masam, 1 month. 12 months is equal to 1 year. 12 years is 1 pushkara, the Savana year. And 7 days is equal to 1 week. 15 days, 1 paksham fortnight. And 2 fortnights is equal to 1 month. 2 months is 1 season. Rutus, 6 Rutus is 1 year. And 60 Liptas is 1 bhaga. 30 bhagas is equal to 1 Rasi. 12 Rasis is 1 Bhaganam. This is the Indian calendar system of the Kala Swarupam. First of all, measurement of time in Indian system. And the Yuga Vibhajana, division of the Yugas also. Kruta Yuga is the total years is 17 lakhs 28 years. And the Treta Yugam 12 lakhs 96 years. Dwapara Yugam 8 lakhs 64 years. Kali Yugam is 4 lakhs 32 years. The total Mahayuga Pramanam is 43 lakhs 20 years. This is total Yuga Vibhajana and is one. This is called total Mahayuga is 1 Deva Yugam. 71 Deva Yugas are equal to 1 Manvantara. 14 Manvantara is Brahmas is 1 day, daytime. This is the entire Kala Swarupas Pramanam, Manvantara Pramanam also. So this is after that you have to know Samvatsram. In year, in lunar system, the 60 years is 1 cycle. Everybody knows the 60 years also Prabhavadi, Prabhava, Vibhava, Chaitra, Vibhava, like 60 years. We will know everybody names of the years. That 60 years is Samvatsram, 1 year, continue 60 completed, 1 cycle is completed, 60 years. The next is Ayanam. Yesterday we discussed 2 in a year, 2 Ayanas. 1 Uttarayanam and Dakshinayanam. Uttarayanam means the sun enters in the Capricorn sign to the sun transit Capricorn to ending of the Gemini sign. That is 6 months period is called Uttarayanam period. And sun enters in the Cancer sign to Sagittarius is ending sun transit, that is 6 months period is called Dakshinayanam. That is in a year 2 Ayanas. The sun moves in the northern side and southern side. This is called Uttarayanam, Dakshinayanam. And next is Ayanam is Rutus. In Rutus also 6 Rutus we know. Vasanta Rutu, Grishma Rutu, Sesi Rutu, Vasanta Rutu, Grishma Rutu. Like that Hemant Rutu, 6 Rutus, every Rutu is 2 months period is there. That Rutus are there. That 6 Rutus complete 1 year. And next is Masams is 12 Masams in lunar system. 12 Masam means yesterday I told in Chaitra Masam, Vaisagam, Jyestam in lunar system. Chandramanam Prakaram, according to Chandramanam. So 12 months is Chaitram to Falgunam. The first month is Chaitra Masam, Chaitram, Vaisagam, Jyestam, Ashadam, Shravanam, Bhadrapadam, Aswijam, Kartigam, Margasiram, Pushyami, Pushyamasam, Magamasam, Falgudamasam. And also names of the Masas also yesterday we discussed. In moon, which nakshatra in transit on that particular Purnimi day, that Masa names has given. Suppose in Chaitra Masam, Purnima, the moon in the Chitta nakshatra, that is called Chaitra Masam. In Visakha nakshatra, moon transit, that is called Vaisakha Masam. Like that Jyeshta nakshatra transit is the Jyeshta Masam. Uttarashada or Purvashada nakshatra is called Ashada Masam. Shravana nakshatra is Shravana Masam. Ashwini nakshatra moon is there, that means is Ashwini Masam. Kritika nakshatra on moon the day Kartika Masam. Mrugasira nakshatra Margasirsha Masam. Pushyami nakshatra moon on the Purnami day, full moon day, that is Pushyamasam. Makha nakshatra moon and the day is Magha Masam. Uttara Falguni or Purva Falguni on Purnima day, that is called Falguda Masam. This is the Masas in lunar system. In solar system, sun transit every Sankramanam, that is called Sankramanam. Is sun transit 1 Rasi to another Rasi. That is if every zodiac sign is entire imaginary circle is 360 degrees, is divided by 12 parts. And each part, each Rasi is degrees, 30 degrees, total 30 into 12 multiplied by 360 degrees. The first Rasi name is Aries or Mesha Rasi. Like that, Mesha, Taurus, Vrishabha Rasi, Gemini, Midhuna Rasi, Cancer, Karkataka Rasi, Leo, Simha Rasi. Virgo, Kanya Rasi. Libra, Tula Rasi. And Vrishchiga Rasi, the next Scorpio sign. Sagittarius is Dhanush Rasi. Capricorn is Makara Rasi, the 10th Rasi. The 11th Rasi is Aquarius Kumbha Rasi. The 12th Rasi is Pisces Meena Rasi. This is the 12 zodiac signs of 12 Rasis. The transit every month one Rasi to another, that is called Sankranti or Sankramanam. If suppose the sun every day movements 1 degree roughly, total complete the entire circles 12 Rasis is 365 days. So the 365 day circles is the first enters in the Mesha Rasi 0 degrees to 30 degrees as the Mesha Sankramanam. And again Vrishabha Rasi enters the Vrishabha Sankramanam, like that Mithuna Sankramanam. The Karkataka Rasi enters the Dakshinayanam start Karkataka Sankramanam. Leo Simha Sankramanam, like that enters in the Kanya Rasi, Virgo sign is Kanya Sankramanam. Tula Rasi Libra sign is Tula Sankramanam. Vrishchiga Rasi Vrishchiga Sankramanam. Then Dhanush Rasi Dhanush Sankramanam. The end complete the Dhanush Rasi at Sagittarius sign, that Dakshinayanam Cancer sign to Sagittarius sign. When enter the sun into the Makara Rasi or Capricorn sign, that is Makara Sankranti. We have celebrate Makara Sankranti. Uttarayanam begins that day. To again Kumbha Sankramanam, Meena Sankramanam. This is the cycle of the solar system, solar calendar year. That is in different places, whenever sun enters before daytime, some areas in Tamil Nadu, that day begins the month of Sauramasam. Some places, Assam, like that, they will enter in the last day they started. Some West Bengal, some Tripura, like places. So if we enter it after 12th night, in night time, enter the Sankramanam happens after 12 o'clock. That day, third day will begin the Sauramasam. This is the differences in Indian culture, the differences, the solar system. And again, we have to know about that. This is the basic lunar system calendar within Uttarayana, Dakshinayana. And lunar system also we can edit the differences between the solar year and lunar year. The difference between Adhika Masam happens in 30 months. We have had the Adhika Masam also. So now today's again the important key part is the in our Indian calendar system is the Panchangam. The Panchangam means 5 limbs. The Indian calendar, which is a very backbone of Indian calendar system. The 5 limbs each with Thidi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karadal. The Thidi means a lunar day defined by the difference, the longitude between the sun and the moon. And Vara, yesterday we discussed 7 Varas from Varadipati, day lords of Dinadipati, day lords also we discussed. The 7 days, weekly days, the 7 day sequence aligned with the planetary days. And Nakshatra means lunar motion position of the moon in the particular day, totals 27th Nakshatras, Aswini to Revati, we have discussed detailed manner. And again is next 4th limb is the yoga. Yoga means a combined angular relating the sun and the moon. The difference between 13 degrees, 20 seconds. The Karana, 27 yogas are there. And next last part is the Karana. The 11 Karanas are there. Half of the Tithi is called the Karana. This is the brief 5 limbs of the solar system and Panchangam limbs. So Luna, and also we have to discuss the Sayana and Narayana differences, methods also we discussed. Traditionally, Indian calendar astronomy uses the Narayana system, where celestial coordinates are measured relative to the fixed star rather than the slowly shifting equinox, Ayanamsalu. Then in the Narayana system, sidereal references points like the bright star, the Chitra Nakshatram, severe to celestial anchors. This sidereal approach is endless, many Indian calendar traditions also. So, advanced this is the Surya Siddhanta, main Lagha and Aryabhatta Siddhanta also basically they have to used the Indian calendar systems, the significance. And now there is the Vedic periods also, the historical evolution, how it will come calendar periods. The first is the Vedic period. The Vedic period is 1500 to 1000 BCE. In this observation, ritual-based astronomy is available in this period. The key features in this period is time reckoning based on the natural cycles, day, night, moon, phases, seasons also. The samvatsara recognized as the solar in that period. Lunar month aligned with the rituals. Nakshatra system, 27 stellar divisions also used in this period, Vedic period. In the main features in this period is Veda, Yajurveda, Atharvana Veda, the mentions of 12 months and 360 days, inclinary days, solstical Uttarayana, Dakshinayana also, they have to mention in this period, they have to use it normally. In the next period is the Vedanga Jyotish period. This is 1200 to 800 BCE, the Vedanga Jyotish period. The first formal astronomical calendar available in this period. The major contributions are Tithi, Nakshatra, solar and lunar years lengths, and introduced the Adhika Masa also introduced in this period. And in this period, major contributions of solar year 365.25 days, lunar month is 29.53 days, 5-year yoga system is in this period they have to use it. The marks of the birth computation of in this main features Vedanga period. The next is the Siddhantic period. The third one is the Siddhantic period. This is 400 CE onwards, the Siddhantic period era. The mathematical astronomical revolution period, indirectly it is called mathematical and astronomical period also. In this period, the Surya Siddhantam, Aryabhattiyam, Aryabhatta Siddhantam, Pancha Siddhantika, Varahmira, Pancha Siddhantika also in this time they have to introduce. And majorly the trigonometry and planetary means motions, eclipse computed mathematically, and Nirayana framework firstly, firmly established in this period. Panchanga became automatically exact, not a symbolic. The next is regional Panchanga period, Karana and Karana Grandhal and Karana books and Panchanga period. Regional Panchanga period is 1000 to 1800 CE. This is Panchanga period. In this period, Grahalaghavam, Laghumanasa, this is the period. This is actually they have to using this period. This the Vedic period is also the day to day continually they have to changes from time to time revolution and astronomical observations, and like that they have to follow. That's why the different periods will introducing different methods and formulas also introduced mathematically. This period also used. And next modern period, then you come to the modern period. In this period, 19th to 21st century. In this modern calendar, reforms committees also performed adoption of the Lahari Ainamsa. Ainamsa is also take place here in this modern period. Continued use of Narayana Paddhati also. So modern period, they have to the Duk Siddhanta Panchangam, they have to introduce a committee. This is the modern from Vedic period to till then the period. This is the model entire the Tithi Panchanga periods, Vedic periods we have to follow. Now we have to detail study of the 5 limbs of Panchanga. What is 5 limbs? Already we have to discuss the 5 limbs. Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karanal. Tithi, everybody knows. Yesterday we also discussed fortnightly Paksham, Sukla Paksham, Krishna Paksham. The total Thidis are 13 days. 13 Thidis are there. The difference between sun and the moon is 12 degrees. That is called Thidis total degrees. The first Sukla Paksha is the first starting is Sukla Pajyami. Second one is Dvitiya, ante Vidya. Third Tithi is Tadiya, Saviti, Panchami, Sashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dasami, Ekadasi, Dwadasi, Trayodasi, Chaturdasi, Purnima. This is Shukla Paksha. That Krishna Paksha also same repeated but ending with Amavasya. Krishna Paksha Pajyami, Bahula Pajyami, Bahula Vidya, Bahula Tadiya, like that. 30 degrees 15 in Shukla Paksha and 15 in Krishna Paksha. The total is 30 degrees. The Krishna Paksha ending with the Amavasya. This is the Tithi. If total Tithis, the difference Tithi is equal to different 12 degrees. So sun and moon difference is the 12 degrees. That is called, we have to know which day, so sun transit, suppose in which rasi, that moon transit in which degrees. Then you have to know that today, that Tithi, what is the Tithi? Different calculations also there. The no Tithi, simple calculation method we have to follow. The Tithi means, suppose if sun in the sun longitude and moon longitude minus sun longitude. Suppose the total we have to discuss already 360 degrees. The cycle is total entire Bhachakram is 360 degrees. Each Rasi is 30 degrees. Okay. The planet, if sun and moon daily moves some degrees, suppose the formula is difference between the sun and moon. Always first one Tithi. Suppose sun in the Vrishabha Rasi or Mithuna Rasi you can take. And moon in the somewhere Cancer sign. In some, suppose each degree 30. The sun, the Mithuna Rasi means 90 plus 62 Rasis are over. Mesha Rasi is 30 degrees and Vrishabha Rasi is 30 degrees, 60. And Mithuna Rasi is which point, 10 degrees suppose. You can take total 70. The sun longitude is 70 degrees. Suppose moon, where moon in the Leo sign, suppose you think it. Leo sign is the fifth one. Fifth means 4 completed. 120 plus in Makha Nakshatram something 10 degrees. 120 plus 10, 130. So difference between sun and the moon, different longitude. Sun, moon already, we have already told 60 plus 10, 70 is the sun longitude. The moon longitude is the 130. 130 minus 70, 60. 60 divided by 12 difference, the fifth one. The fifth is lesser than the 15 degrees. Shukla Paksha, fifth Tithi, what is the fifth Tithi? Panchami. So that day the Shukla Paksha, Panchami, we have to know like that. Suppose if more greater than the 15, that is, we have difference, the divided by, that is, we know the Krishna Paksha, Panchami. Suppose if it is comes difference more than that, greater than the 15 degrees, we have to know that is the Krishna Paksha, Panchami or Pajami or Vidya, like that. We have to difference the calculation of the Tithi. Tithi means 12 degrees difference, simple longitude, sun longitude and moon longitude. If you know this, if it's minus will come, you have to add the 360 degrees also, you can add it. Suppose sun transits, another example also, that the Taurus sign. Taurus sign means Taurus is which second sign, isn't it? Vrishabha Rasi is the second in Bhachakra. The first sign is Aries sign, 30 degrees. And the sun transit in 15 degrees or 20 degrees, you can think it, whatever is that, 15 degrees. So the sun longitude is the 45 degrees. Okay, then moon in Gemini sign, you can take. Gemini sign means total 2 places is over already. Aries and Taurus, 30 plus 30 is 60. And moon, there is the ending 27 degrees, I suppose, as the Punarvasu, third part. So then it is called 60 plus 27 is equal to 87 degrees. So difference between moon and the sun, 87 minus 45. The difference is 42. So 42 divided by 12. So fraction which will come 3.5 something. The round up to next day. That is third is when the fourth. Fourth Tithi is Samiti. Already we know Pajami is one, second is Vidya, third is Tadiya, the fourth one is Samiti. So lesser than the 15 degrees, that's why Shukla Paksha Samiti. This is the Tithi calculation methods, and in the Indian calendar system, Tithis is the Tithi. Like this, we have to calculate, we have to know the how to Tithi, what is the Tithi today, just the different longitudes we have to know, then we have to calculate the Tithi methods also. Then next Tithi Varam. Varam already yesterday we discussed. According to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the arbitrary position of the sun from to fourth kaksha, first kaksha, the fourth sun is the sun. Like that also we have to yesterday we discussed sun, moon, Tuesday, Mars is Lord, Varadpati, sun, day Lord, like that. Wednesday, Buddha, Mercury. Thursday is Guru. Friday is Venus. Saturday is the Saturn. That is Tithi Vara. Like how to know the Varadpati. Then nakshatra comes with the nakshatra. Total nakshatras are 27 nakshatras are there. The 27 nakshatras, these very prominent nakshatras, and Abhijit nakshatra also there, but we have to consider only 27 nakshatras or Muttam Santa. Abhijit nakshatra is 28th nakshatra. So nakshatra, total nakshatra period is 13 degrees 20 seconds. 13 degrees 20 minutes is the nakshatra period. Each nakshatra having 4 padas. Okay. The nakshatra from begins Ashwini to total Revati. The first nakshatra is Ashwini. Second nakshatra is Bharani. Third nakshatra is Kritika. The fourth nakshatra, Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrugasira, Arudra, Punarvasu, Pushyami, Aslesha, Makha, Pubba, Uttara, Hasta, Chitta, Swati, Vishakha, Anuradha, Jyeshta, Moola, Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shravana, Dhanishta, Shatabhisham, Purvabhadra, Uttarabhadra, Revati. These are the total 27 nakshatras. Each nakshatra having 4 padas. The padas, each pada is 3 degrees 20 minutes. Total 3 degrees in 20 minutes multiplied by 4, that is 13 degrees 20 minutes is each nakshatra, is roughly the period is nakshatra. So roughly the period, total period is more than generally 23 to 20 hours per day. Sometimes nowadays in Kali Yuga, the sun gravity, the movements is slow down. That's why the movement sometimes some nakshatra is overlapped also. Rarely, that not much generally. Generally, for one day, 23 hours, one nakshatra will be there result is. So the total nakshatra is each Rasi also having 9 padas. So 30 degrees divided by 320 is equal to divided by 9 padas. So like that, the Bachakra 27 nakshatras. The 27 nakshatras, how you have to know means the first moon transit every day on each nakshatra, total 29.55. That the duration of the total complete is month, entire month. In nakshatra months, suppose in Mesha Rasi, in Aries sign, they have Ashwani nakshatra and Bharani nakshatra 4 padas, Ashwani 4 padas and Kritika 1 pada. Because each nakshatra, each Rasi having 9 nakshatra padas. Like that, we have to divide entire. First 9 padas, second, third, fourth padas of Kritika, Rohini, and Mogasira 1 and 2 padas in Vrishabha Rasi, in Taurus sign. And again, Midhuna Rasi remaining 3 and 4 Mrugasira Nakshatra padas, and Arudra 4 padas, and Punarvasu 1, 2, 3 padas. This consists of the Midhuna Rasi. And again, Karkataka Rasi, 4th pada of Punarvasu, and 4 padas of Pushyami, and again Aslesha 4 padas. Total combined consists of the Karkataka Rasi, the Nakshatra padas. In Leo sign, Makha 4 padas, four padas and Uttara first pada is coming in the Leo sign. And Uttara 2, 3, 4 padas and Uttara Hasta 4 padas, Chitta 1 and 2 padas in Virgo sign. In Libra sign, Chitta 3 and 4, Swati 4 padas and Visakha 1, 2, 3 padas. The 9 padas consist of the in Libra sign. Fourth pada of Visakha and Anuradha 4 padas and Jyeshta 4 padas in Scorpio sign. And Sagittarius sign Mola 4 padas. Purvashada 4 padas and Uttarashada first pada it comes into the Sagittarius sign. Uttarashada 2, 3, 4 and Savana 4 padas and Dhanishta 1 and 2 padas comes under Makar Rasi. And in Kumbha Rasi, Dhanishta 3, 4 padas and Satabhisha 4 padas and Purva Bhadra 1, 2, 3 padas. This comes under the Aquarius and Kumbha Rasi. And last Meena Rasi, Purva Bhadra 4th pada and Uttara Bhadra 4 padas and Revati 4 padas comes under the Meena Rasi. This total 27 nakshatras. Each nakshatra is having 13 degrees, 20 minutes. And a 4 consists of 4 padas. Each pada is 3 degrees, 20 minutes. This is the mostly nakshatras because this is very important nakshatra. Because nakshatra comes under the very auspicious nakshatras and different types of nakshatras also there that are using for the muhurta bhagam and any rituals and any functions like that. We have to use this the nakshatras. And also Rasi also we have to know already discussed with the Rasi 12 Rasis from Mesha to Meena Rasi. This is the Rasi period. And next Tithi Vara Nakshatra, next Yoga Karanalu. In nakshatras also very, very important every day. The lunar system, nakshatras is very, very important. And next is the yogam. Yogam means the sun and moon longitude combination is called yoga. The yoga formed by the adding the Ravi Sputa and Chandra Sputa and Rasi Bhaga Lipta. We have taken 3 parts that the yoga will be formed. Every day roughly 1 yoga will be there. Total is 27 yogas. Also we have to notice in the Indian calendar system 27 yogas are there. The yogas also the duration of the yoga is 13 degrees 20 minutes. The Vishkumbha yoga, first yoga. The next yoga is Preeti yoga. The next one is, third one is Ayushman yoga. The fourth one is Saubhagya yoga. The fifth yoga is Swabhana yoga. Sixth one is Atiganda yoga. The seventh one is Sukarma yoga. Eighth one is Dhruti yoga. Ninth one is Sola yoga. Fourth one is Ganda yoga. The 11th one is Vaidruti yoga. The 12th one is Dhruva yoga. 13th one is Vaikhyata yoga. The 14th one is Harshana yoga. The 15th one is Vajra yoga. The 16th one is Siddhi yoga. 17th one is Vitipata yoga. 18th Varian yoga. 19th is Pariga yoga. The 20th is Shiva yoga. 21st yoga is Siddha yoga. 22nd is Sadhya yoga. 23 is Subha yoga. 24th is Sukla yoga. 25th is Brahma yoga. 27th is Indra yoga. Last Vaidruti. In total 27 yogas. Each yoga duration is 13 degrees 20 minutes. Suppose Sun Bhaga and Ravi Sputa and Chandra Sputa and Rasi Bhaga we can take it. First is the Rasi. The second one is the I will give the 0002. Rasi, Ravisputa, Chandrasputa. 2, 0 Rasi to 13, 20 is Vishkumbha Yoga, the duration period. 0, 13, 20 to 0, 26, 40. The second yoga is Preeti Yoga. Then 0, 26 to 40 to 1, 10 is Ayushman Yoga. Ante 1 Rasi అయిపోయి next Rasi 10 bhagas is coming. This is Ayushman Yoga. Like that, we have to add it 13 degrees, 20 minutes continuity. Suppose Saubhagya Yoga 110 to 123:20. This is Saubhagya Yoga. And Sobhana Yoga 123:20 to 2640. And 13 degrees, 20 minutes we have to add it continue. That come to the 27 yogas, the total period will come. That is yoga. 27 day yogas also every day. Adhipati is also there. That is very important. The last yoga, Vaidruti Yoga, is 11 Rasis, 11th Rasi 1642. Last Rasi 12th Rasi 000 is Vaidruti Yoga. This is yogas part. Yogas Adhipati is also there. That because again we have to yoga adhipati, we have to know the influence on that day, particular day, any muhurtam we have decided that yoga adhipati decided taken also we have to consider it in muhurta bhaga. The Indian calendar system, the 27 yogas very important. And adhipati also for learning knowledge sake I will intimate to that yoga adhipati is also. The Vishkumbha Yoga adhipati is Yama, and planets also, the yoga influence on the planet is any planet. And Preeti Yoga is Vishnu Adhipati. The Mercury is the planet. Ayushman Yoga is the moon is the Adhipati, and Kuja is the planet. Saubhagya Yoga is Brahma and Guru. The Sobhana Yoga is Brahaspati Adhipati Kuja. Atiganda Yoga is Chandra is Adhipati of Yoga Adhipati, and planet is Kuja. Sukarma Yoga is Indra is Adhipati and Sukra. Dhruti Yoga, Jaladevatas and Chandra. Sola Yoga is Sarpas Nagadevatas and Chandra. And Ganda Yoga, Agni and Ravi. Vaidruti Yoga, Savita and Ravi. Dhruva Yoga, Bhumi and Kuja. Vyaghata Yoga, Vayu and Seni. Harshana Yoga, Bhaga and Ravi. Vajra Yoga is Jala and Chandra. Siddhi Yoga, Ganesha and Kuja. Vyatipata Yoga, Rudra and Ravi. Varian Yoga, Kubera, Adhipati and Buddha. Pariga Yoga, Vishwakarma and Guru. Shiva Yoga, Mitra and Ravi. Siddha Yoga, Kartikeya and Kuja. And Sajja Yoga is Adhipati is Savitri and Chandra. And Subha Yoga is Lakshmi Devi and Sukra Venus. And Sukla Yoga, the Parvati Devi and Chandra. Brahma Yoga is Pitrudevata and Ketu. Indra Yoga, Aditi and Ketu. Vaidruti Yoga, Diti and Rahu. This is 27 yogas in the Indian calendar system and Panchangam method. We have to follow the 27 yogas method also. And normal next final part is Karanam. This Karanam is half of the Tithi is called Karana. Half of the 11 Karanas are there. Fifth last part of the Panchangam. 11 each Tithi has 2 Karanas. And every day having 2 Karanas in Hindu calendar system. And Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha are separate. The Tithi series will come. Adhipati is also there. The first 7 Karanas are Subha Karanas, Sthira Karanas, Chara Karanas, 2 types of there. The Karanas are first Karana is Bhava Karana. Adhipati is Indra and planet is Sukra. The second one is Balava Karana. Brahma and Seni. The third one is Kaulava Karana. Mitra, Ravi. The fourth Karana is Taitula Karana, Ayama and Guru. The fifth Karana is Garija Karana, Bhumi and Kuja. The sixth Karana is Vanija, Lakshmi Devi and Sukra. The seventh one is Bhadra Karana, Yama, Seni. The eighth Karana is Shekuni Karana, Kali, Sukra. The ninth one is Chatushpada Karana, Adhyavata is Rudra and Ravi. The 10th Karana is Naga Karana, Pani, Buddha. The 11th one is Shishmanta Karana, Vayu and Seri. This is 11 Karanas in the Panchangam, the last part. And this is the 5 limbs of Panchangam, which is the very important part in the Indian calendar system, the calculation methods and Thidi, Karanal, and also. And most of the Indian calendar system based on this lunisolar method, generally. And also yesterday we discussed Kshemasam, Adhikamasam, the differences. And we have to know every day the calendars differences. Thidi Vara Nakshatra Yoga Karanadipati we have to know, and for putting the muhurtams and auspicious things, rituals, art festivals, all are depending of this astronomy, these parts of Thidi Vara Nakshatra Yoga Karanal methods. This is the model Panchangam, and simple calculation of the Thidi also very easy to have to know. Already told difference of sun and the moon difference. Suppose sun longitude is 100, simple method this is. Moon longitude 148. The difference is 148 minus 100 is equal to 48. 48 divided by 12, this is 4th. This is Thidi is Chaturdasi. Like that, this is we have to calculation. Nakshatra also we have to very easily calculation. The moon's position particular day among the 27 nakshatras in zodiac sign. Suppose total 360 degrees divided by 27, that is 1320 we already told. Suppose today, any day, the moon longitude is 83 degrees, we know. 83 degrees divided by 1320 is equal to 6.2. Suppose the 7th nakshatra is Pushyami nakshatra. And like that we have to calculate. So the round after next nakshatra, suppose 6.2, 6th nakshatra is the Punarvasu. The 7th one is the, like that we have to calculate. Ashwini is the number 1 nakshatra, second one is Bharani. Like that you can take. You have to calculate the longitude of the moon longitude divided by 1320. That easily we have to know the day nakshatra also we have to know. This is the calculation of yoga also we can definition. The sun and moon, the longitudes we have to add it. The example, sun is 100 degrees longitude, the moon is 148. Total sum is equal to 248. 248 divided by 13 degrees. Already we have to do yoga, the duration is 13 degrees 20 minutes, isn't it? The total divided by 1320 is equal to 18.6. The 18.6 comes on next round after 19th, that is yoga is Pariga Yoga. 27 yogas already we have mentioned. And according like that, we have to calculate the yoga also. This is the Karana. The Karana is half of the Thidi. Every day is every Thidi is having 2 Karanas. Suppose that means 6 degrees moon and sun separation. Simply 12 degrees Thidi difference. The Karana difference is 6 degrees. Total already told 11 types, and used basically the Muhurta Bhaga we have to calculate it like this. This is the Panchanga calculation method, Tithi, Nakshatra, and Yoga, Karanalu, for example, this Sanat. Like that also we have to, solar months also we have to know. Suppose sun enters in 270 degrees. 270 degrees means each month completed 271 degrees sun longitude. Now how we have to know sun transit in Capricorn sign. How you know? Because each sign having 30 degrees, 271 divided by 30 is 9 rasis is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th Rasi is Capricorn sign, 1 degree already transit in Capricorn sign. Like that, we have to know the longitude of the sun, the solar month also, we have to calculate very easily. And also Adhika Masa already yesterday we have discussed the every 30 months, because the difference between the lunar year and solar year, the difference continue to adjust the lunar solar year for some rituals and all the things. We have to introduce the Adhika Masa also. The Adhika Masa is for cosmic calculations or Muhurta Bhagas or any rituals at the same time, you can take like this. And also, this is the Kala Swarupa. Is the Kala measurement of time for using the calendar methods in Indian knowledge system. Very important. The cosmic structure. This is the how to use the fundamental compared to the Western calendars. Western calendars, there is no specifications, there is no astronomical references, there is no importance of the day. And also Indian calendars, the day begins with the sunrise to next to sunrise. The day, but Western calendar, this is only nominal general civil calendar. That is a civil calendar in gregarious calendar. And the total, the lunar calendar and some areas the solar calendar and lunisolar calendar also we have to use it in the Indian calendar system. Basically, generally, we have to use the calculation. And solar months also we have to, yesterday we discussed all months, 12 months of solar months. And Narayana Ayana Paddhati also we have to discuss it. Narayana Paddhati is generally used in our country in Chandramana Paddhati. And Sayana Paddhati generally used in Western astrology. The Western astronomy they have to use it in the Sayana Paddhati. This basical, and also Vedic periods also there. Some important eras also there. This is till then I think I hope the basic calendar system we have to understand the structure of the Indian calendar systems. And also the Vedic, the past observed that Indian knowledge system, Kali era, Buddha era, Mahavira, Narayan era, this is the particular eras also there. Vikramaditya Yuga, Salivahana Sakam, that you have to heard. The first is the Aryabhata astronomy, the Kali era. The Kali era was significant above. They commence when the sun, moon, and planets supposedly covered the beginning of Mesha Rasi. The already the Panchangam starting Hindu zodiac sign point. This is the Kali era. The Kali era is starting. Kali Yuga places the midnight of Ujjaini on February 17th of 3102 BC, as described with the Brahmagupta. As of August 15th, suppose we have to know the Kali Yuga period is completed. The year 55,126 years, roughly. They have complete Kali Yuga portion is completed. In the Chaturyaga cycle lasting is the, we already told you, Kali Yuga period is 4,32,000 years. This era finds application both solar and lunar calculations. The Kali Yuga era avoids the backward dating system of AD BCE. The Buddha Nirvana era, the second one is Lankan Buddhist, utilize this era, which commemorate the passing Gautam Buddha. The exact starting point remains a topic of discussion among the scholars. The point is 544 BCE. This era serves as a coordinate of Buddhist, anchoring their historical understanding within the context of the religious founder's life. This is Buddha era. Mahavira Nirvana era. That's a Veda somewhat established in 528 BCE. This era marks of death of Mahavira, the 24th Jain of Tirthankara, spiritual leader is also. This year commences from Kartik Shukla Pratipada, Jains. Jain, they have to follow the Jain cosmology, they have to use this Jain era. The Saptarshi era, the fourth one Saptarshi era, this lesser known as based on the presumed 100-year cycle of Saptarshi. constellation around the North Pole star. It estimates having begun in 3076 BCE and persists in some regions like Kashmir, Punjab. The 11th century scholars also document this era. Vikramadika Samvatsaram. Vikramadika Samvatsaram, we heard this one. This mostly widely used in traditional India. Vikramadika Sekam. Vikramadika Samvatsaram commencing in 58 BCE. Named after the legendary king of Vikramaditya, Ujjaini. This is with this year beginning with either March and April and Kartika, October, November, and months starting with either full moon or new moon day. This is the Vikramaditya era. Salivahana Sekam. That also we heard out Salivahana Sekam. This era possibly established by the Kushan king Krishna around 78 CE. With the different scholarly opinions on the exact story of the origin, but can be either solar or lunisolar. The lunisolar month starting point again differs regionally, with the full moon marking the beginning in the north and the new moon in the south. This Salivahana era adaptability to different calendar systems underscores flexibility and widespread use throughout the Indian history. Salivahana Sekam. The 7th one is Kollam era. Kollam era prevalent in Kerala. Generally, this era is believed in linked in the Lord Parsurama. So, a period is important for particular periods. This is Parsurama, Lord Parsurama. It follows a solar year. Here is a solar year they have to follow. The commence with the sun entry into the Leo. Whenever sun enters after Cancer sign, enter the Simha Sankramanam, Leo sign. This is the they have to starting that year will start. Depending on the location and interest. This is the cycle system is 100 years with 825 CE, the first year of the third millennium. There are find significant using Kerala Panchangam. Generally, Kerala Panchangam, they have to use the Kollam era method, and this year begins with the sun enters in the Leo sign or Simha Sankramanam, they begin. Nepali era, Vikrama, second they have to use it also. Nepal adopt the Vikramadika Sekam, similar to the Bengali calendar. It is the saturday solar form. This is also, this year commences around the April 14th. Because April 14th means Mesha Sankramanam. The sun enters in the Mesha Rasi. The Vaishakhi, this is also called Vaishakhi, and Saura Ugadi, Sauraman Ugadi also, the April 14th generally they have to follow sometimes. That Tarishka Islamic era is established in the Empire of Akbar. This era commences in the 963 Hajri, March 10th, 1556. The 56 Julian calendar date. While the year began at the vernal equinox like the Persian calendar, the month system differed significantly. Months were calculated based on the Surya Siddhanta. They have to follow Surya Siddhanta and Indian astronomy. And next one is the Bengali Sekam. Bengali and the origins of the era remain the part of scholarly discussion among its historians. Theories suggest the association with King Seshanka of Bengali in 593 CE. Notably, the structure underwent modification during Mughal rule. That period under the influence of Akbar. In Islamic calendar 1556 AD. And also the planetary models from Surya Siddhanta, they have to follow the calculation of the calendar. Kalachuri era, established in 248 CE. The Kalichuri era, established in 248 CE. This era commenced the South Indian dynasty and Kalachuris, while no longer commonly used. It serves only historical marker, that's all. The Gupta period, Gupta's era also there. This era beginning in 319 CE, Gupta period, coincide with the golden age of the Gupta Empire, a period of immense culture and scientific flourishing. The understand this is the Indian history. We had Gupta's period, Swarna Mahayuga, Gupta's Swarna Mahayuga. We have to know the Indian history, that Gupta era. Some conversion dates between a few popular eras also. The ancient Indian system involved the conversion between different eras also. Each of us used different regions or different purposes also. For the purpose of the conversion, critically aligned with the historical events or ensuring the festivals, agricultural activities conduct the correct times. Sakha to Kali. These are the combined. The Sakha era, which began in 78 AD, is widely used in Indian historical records. It is often converted into Kali Yuga calendar. Sakha to Kali, the Sakha era, which begins in 78 AD, is widely used in Indian historical records. It is often converted into Kali Yuga's calendar used, which started in 3102 BCE, according to Indian cosmology. The Kali Yuga is fourth and final age of the cyclical concept of the time of Hindu cosmology. You know, last one is Kali Yuga, the ending after Kali Yuga again start Krita Yuga, like that. And Vikramaditya to Kali, this is also concept. The Vikramaditya era, which begins in 57 BCE, is another important era of Indian chronology. Conversion between Vikrama Sarvat and Kali Yuga was crucial for aligning historical and religious events across different regions in India. The Vikrama era is widely used in northern India and calendar is predominantly lunisolar calendar. They have to use the lunisolar calendar. Kollam era year to Kali. The Kollam year era used prominently in the southern Indian state of Kerala, particularly in Kerala, beginning in 825 AD. Conversion between the Kollam era and the Kali Yuga calendar was necessary for keeping time in different regions in India. The Kollam calendar is based on the solar year. Here they have to use the solar year, and they use it in the Malayalam speaking regions only. They have to use the Kollam year to Kali Yuga. These are differences. In this method, the measurement of time has long been a focal point of various cultures, especially in India. Different type of systems, different type of cultures are there. So all the combination or conversion and emerging the yugas also, the completely conversions from the Sakha era to Kali Yuga, Vikrama to Kali, Kollam era to Kali requires a deep understanding. The different areas and different methods they have to follow. Most of them lunisolar and solar system methods they have to follow. Though conversion from Sakha to Kali Yuga also. The Sakha era beginning in 78 CE is one of the prominent Indian calendar system. The Kali Yuga, on the other hand, is a much older calendar system. The Kali Yuga is much older than cosmic era. According to traditional Hindu cosmology, the Kali Yuga began in 3102 BCE. The conversion of years from the Sakha era to Kali Yuga is vital for aligning more recent historical events with the larger cosmological timeline. To convert Sakha years into Kali Yuga years, one must account for the difference of starting points of these eras. The Kali Yuga began in 3179 years before the start of Sakha era. The formula for the converting Sakha era into corresponding Kali Yuga is Kali year is equal to Sakha year plus 3180. You have to add it, then you have to know the exact Kali year. The Sakha era commencing in 78 CE. So above 3102 BCE up to 17 CE is equal to 3179. Complete Kali years have lapsed so far. So 78 CE corresponds beginning of Kali year 3180. The Sakha year 1 is equal to Kali year is 3180, and there is addition to 3180 in the conversion formula. This is the formula. So current year CE is equal to Sakha year plus 78. Kali year is equal to CE plus 3102 implies. This is the Kali year calculation method. Suppose. So the Sakha year 1947 would be the 5127 year of the Kali Yuga. The conversion is essential for understanding the both ancient and modern perspectives. We have to know whenever the Kali Yuga started. Like that, you have to know the Sakha year to Kali Yuga conversion. And like that, the conversion from Vikramaditya to Kali Yuga also the conversion is there. Already we know Vikramaditya era traditionally believed to have been started Vikramaditya Sakam 57 BC, isn't it? To convert years from Vikramaditya Sakha to Kali Yuga, the differences starting from these two eras is 3102 is the beginning of Kali Yuga epoch, while Vikramaditya Samvata begins 57 BCE. The internal between 3102 minus 57 is equal to 3045 years. This is thus 37 BCE corresponds to Kali Yuga year is 3045. The Vikramaditya era beginnings from when the Vikramaditya era begins, 3045 complete years of Kali Yuga have already lapsed. The Kali is running is 3045 Kali Yuga is running now. So a common option of year 0 between 1 and BCE, 1 CE. This is the difference with conversion of Vikramaditya to Kali Yuga. The total is 57 BCE minus 3102. The difference will become 3045, 3045 years. Kali year calculation, what is the Kali year? Vikramaditya second to Kali year, you have to know. Vikramaditya second Samvatsara year plus 3045. Vikramaditya epoch begins at 57 BCE. CE is equal to Vikrama plus minus 57. And Kali is equal to CE plus 3102 is equal to Vikrama minus 57 plus 3102 or Vikrama plus 3045. This is the total period of Vikrama conversion of the Vikrama second to Kali Yuga total example. So like this, they have to conversions also have to, then when it is happen that we have to know due to calculation methods whenever begins Kali Yuga is then before that starting what is the difference we have to know. Like that conversion from column year to Kali Yuga also. The column era also known as Malayalam era because they have used it mostly in Kerala state begins in 825 CE and is widely used in the state of Kerala. Already we discussed. They convert column varam and a column year into Kali Yuga year. The Kali Yuga reckoned from 3102 BC already, while the column era begins in 825 CE. The interval between these two epochs is 3102 plus 825 is equal to 3927 years. The Kali Yuga to column to Kali Yuga, the difference we have to calculate conversion. So the 3102 plus 825 is equal to 3127 year. Kali year calculation is column year plus 3926. We can add this, then we can know the Kali year. Like that, we have to one era to Kali conversion also. We have to astrologically we have to know this. It is very important for understanding the cultures and all these things. And this total, we have to discuss the Panchang calendar systems and the Western astrology, Western calendar system. There is no references, there are no astronomical issues, only magical and significance and civil calendar they have to use. These are the parts generally we have to know. And total summary of the Indian calendar system, the ecosystem we have to maintain, represent the world most refined integration of astronomy, mathematics, philosophy, and culture. The Indian calendar system based on this most important prominent role in a worldwide. The Indian calendar system, the Indian knowledge system, they also transform sky into a living clock. We have to astronomical events, we have to daily day-to-day observations, and time to time they have to improvise the movements of the planets, influence on Earth, so all these taking, and synchronizing the cosmic motion with human lives, far from being outdated. Indian calendar astronomy remains a dynamic and scientific tradition, offering insights into sustainable living of ecological systems, awareness, and cosmic harmony also, the Indian calendar system. Indian calendar just not about a time measuring, they are about a time understanding also. Because that is the important of Indian astrological systems. And other things, Western astrology only they have to know the time measurement, and universal generally one normal things they have to. There is no prominent on historical astronomy prominent. There is no prominent in astrological prominence in Indian Western astrology. There's so many Siddhanta Bhagas also there in Indian astrology. So many different methods also they have to calculate it. Different method. The origin is the Surya Siddhantam, and then Ainams are calculations. This is very, very important in the Indian astronomy. So basically, Indian calendar system we have to know that are very useful in a day-to-day life also. Because the Indian calendar applications of astronomical knowledge across the civilization, Indian calendar system very useful. They have to know devotional with the framework of the in day-to-day rituals and unique system in the Indian calendar system in the entire world. Though then we have to, after this, we have to minimum awareness of the astronomical issues and the sky parts, what are the planetary positions, what is the Rasi chakras, what is how to day, Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, how to calculate yoga karanas, the astronomical points and influences are there, how many systems they have to follow in Indian astrology or Indian astronomy, and what is the Nirayana, Sayana Paddhatis. What is the lunar system, what is the months names and years, and also Yuga Vibhajana, Kala Pramanam, everything you have to learn the Indian calendar system. This is very, very important Indian calendar system in the entire world. This is a specific scientific, mathematical, and all astronomical sky events we have to incorporate in the Indian calendar system. That's why it is very prominent and a very useful also. Till this is nowadays also it is very useful to give the any things in any festivals or rituals how to follow the Indian calendar system, and especially the backbone of the Indian calendar system is the Panchangam, and zodiac signs and nakshatras and Tithi, yoga, karanas, and how they calculated all these things we have to know. I have hope. I think everybody has a basic idea of the Indian calendar systems. How they are observed day to day from ancient to now modern, how they come across all the things, what is the calculation method. And again also in detailed manner how to calculate Indian calendar, each one is the calculation method different. That is Panchangam, detailed scriptures also. But this is the basic information of the Indian calendar systems, origins and eras, how to calculate from time to time, what are the observations, we have to all these things we have to do. I hope everybody enjoy the calendar systems basic idea, the time measurements and Adhikamasam, Shemasam, and all these things. I hope everybody understand. If any doubts in this subject, only calendar system, basic idea, please ask me. I have to share my knowledge with you. Thank you very much once again to all of you.
Dhanyavad Mahodaya. Regularly we are using Panchangam in our Nitya Puja Samayam. We are using, but we don't know what are those 5 organs, 5 limbs.
Yes.
Exactly, you learned to us. We are very thankful to you, madam. Then, is there anybody having any doubts? Please raise your hand or ask directly. Madam will clarify your doubts. Some questions are there in chat box. Is astronomy a part of Vedangam, ancient mathematics, Upaveda, or a separate science?
Astronomy is a Vedanga, one of the Shadangas is important Vedanga, because the Veda Pusha is the Netra Sthana. The Drushti, you have to observe. Netra Sthana means you have to see. the actual positions of the planetary system, they have to part in the Vedangas. In Vedas also it is the Rigvedam, Yajurvedam, the details of Masa, Rutu, everything is Pramanika slokas also therein.
Mhm. And then please suggest a book for studying in detail. Adi one of the
In
questions.
our
Another one.
subject is IKS, they have to suggest in the syllabus. But normally Surya Siddhantam, Aryabhattiyam, Lagada Siddhantam, these are the prominent Karana Siddhantalu, Varah Mihira, Panchanga Rahuragava. These are the important books for astronomical events. But in our now this Indian knowledge system, they have to refer some particular book. That only we have to prefer in this course generally. But we have to interested to learn the Siddhanta Bhaga of Jyotisham. That is another books are available. That is basically you have to know systematically and Guru Sishya Parampara. Then only the Siddhanta Bhaga will that Aryabhattiyam, Laghada, Varahmihira, Karana Siddhantalu, and Surya Siddhantam, basics. They're very useful. In previous days, we signed for the Surya Siddhantam, Pramanik. And day to day, so many, in latest modern age, we have to already discussed so many eras and so many modern yuga spirits. In Varahmihira, Karana Siddhantam also.
Thank you, madam. Another one is BC before Christ, AD, Anno Domini CE, Common Era, BCE, before Common Era.
Yeah.
This is the clarification for one question. That is, what is the difference between BC AD and BCE CE?
Before
Why
that,
there is no 0 year?
No 0 year. From beginning already we have discussed. Beginning of 0 to 0, before the 10,000 year Veda Yuga period. The period also again Purana Yuga, Veda Yuga, Veda Kal Purusha Yuga also there in the Vedangas. But it never, this is course, they have to define only this era. That Veda Purusha 0 year there before that. But you have to mention the continue time to time. That's why they have to mention common era and before common era, like that, before Christ or after Christ, AD, BC, like that. They have to mention like that.
Yeah. We already discussed about this question, madam. That is, what is the difference between Gregorian and Indian calendar systems?
Already I told you.
Discussed.
Indian calendars are the astronomical
Yes,
references
yes.
and scientifically proved mathematical implementations, geometry, geography, everything is there in this. But in Western Gregorian calendar, there is no significances, only just a civil calendar, particular universally they have to particular day, that's all. There is no prominent roles in that Gregorian calendar.
Another one is there, madam. Is there a way to understand Tithi by watching sky directly without calculation?
You can watch, no problem. You can see the difference exactly, the movements. If you know that, if you having a binoculars, that nowadays also it should come. The picture is there, that coming. Exact that movements you can know that the naked eye. That's why they have calculated. But calculation method is we have no telescope. We have to see the where is the sun in which degrees. Already told where is the moon in which degrees. The difference between divided by 12. That Tithi will come that day. That is the day to day, sun and moon, the transit is every degree. We have to know naked eye. We have nowadays we cannot see in the naked eye. Before that, they have to see in the naked eye. They have to mention. But as per now with the pollution, whatever is there, having that much energy is not there for our eye. How to use binoculars or telescope? You can find out the exact theory. Also, you can find out just by seeing the planetary position. Very easy, na? You know that where is the position that is Rasi Chakra is there, which degree is already know that movements of sun, already told the calculation of Tithi, and where is the moon is there, the difference between sun and the moon and the sun divided by 12 degrees difference from each Tithi calculation. Suppose more than less than 15 degrees, it will come as a Shukla Paksham, and then more than 15 greater than, that is Krishna Paksham. We know the Tithi, that difference, the reminder which.
And then Sujata Bharati madam raised her hand. Now they ask your question.
Okay. Yeah.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Ma'am, you said there are 27 yogas.
Nakshatras.
From where can we get the list of all the yoga, the name of the yoga and the Yogadipati?
Yeah, Yogadipati, you know, every Panchangam also, you know, in astrological books also is available. If you want, already I told now 1 to 7. Otherwise, I will put a photo copy in the group. They will share to you.
Okay, ma'am. Even the Karana, if there are 11 Karanas, the Karana and the Karana Adipati.
Yes, sir. Karana and Karana plus I will send. I will give
Both
two
of
photos.
these, ma'am.
Both of these I will give the photos in the group. Sir, Babu sir, they can share to your group. To you.
Yes, ma'am. And the Chara and the Achara, the Chara and the Stira also.
Yeah, Chara Karana also, first 7 and 4.
You just mentioned which is the Chara and which is the Stira.
Okay. I will put on.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And then Gautam garu. Unmute your mic, sir. Unmute your mic.
Very good lecture, madam. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I have a question that you have not so far discussed in detail. That is the about the eclipse. Actually, Western people do not keep track of the two important this grahas. Chha grahas is called Rahu and Ketu. These are basically the nodal points of the intersection between the solar and lunar. Now, since they are not keeping track of that, so if common man cannot directly see that which month there will be possibility of grahan. Like this time, Rahu is in Kumbh Rashi, and Sun is also in Kumbh Rashi. And when some few days back, when the Ketu is now in Leo, and this moon was on Leo. So that time the Graha took place actually. Chandra Grahan. Opposite there.
Tomorrow,
So these kind of things, they do not discuss in Western the contemporary knowledge system. They do not keep. They tell Rahu and Ketu, these are superstition. There is no demon. But even scientists do not know.
Movements of the rotation of Earth between the sun and moon, that is the
and not only that, because this according to the
cross the axis points, the notes, they have the Rahu gave the notes of that.
But actually, it is a complicated three-body problem. So instead of the normal concept of the conservation of angular momentum, the Rahu and Ketu are not fixed. Actually, there is a wobbling. There is a wobbling principle by which the slowly, I think in 18 years.
The previous only 7 planets only. After that, in some observations come to time like do that grahanas, that also Veda period of grahanas also, eclipse also there. But after that, they have to enter the notes instead, they give the Rahu and Ketu names, that is the shadow planets, because that's why they have to move in the reverse side. Not
reverse side was very slow, madam, because 18 years.
Not regular motion.
Even it is slower than even Saturn.
Saturn is the highest, slowest planet.
Slowest planet, but this is, I think, time period of
next
Saturn
is Rahu Ketu, 18 months.
Rahu Ketu.
Yeah, the next one is the Jupiter, 1 year.
In reverse, yes, in reverse.
That is the order.
Saturn is actually 20 years or something like that.
No, 2.5 years one side. And 30 degrees they have passed in 30 months.
30 years.
30 years. 30 years.
One cycle complete 30 years.
Yes.
Entire 12 signs, 12 rasis completed in 30 years. Very slow planet.
Very slow planet. Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Is there anyone having doubts, or shall we go to Prarthana? Madam, with your permission, we will start our session ending Prarthana.
Thank you. Ananda once again.
Sarala Devi Mahoday.
Manye. ॐ स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु सरदां सतम् ॐ सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः
सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु. Dhanyawada Mahoday. And then we are ending our class with the Janaganamana. Venkatnarayan Mahoday, recite Janaganamana.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद.
Jai Hind. Dhanyawada Mahoday. Sir, Venkatnarayan sir, from organizers, do you want to say anything to the students? Babu sir.
Not me at this time. Okay,
Okay.
Babu garu.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Next week we have same speaker, but the topic is related astronomical instruments, yantras, for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. All of you please attend. Go through the book, the prescribed book. Somebody is asking for the prescribed, any book for reference. So go through that book, which is prescribed and given, the link is given, the PDF is given in the prospectus. Any doubts, anybody? Or you want to have any interest?
There is one more book. Link is even the PDF we got. But is there any other book you give the link?
No, same book, sir. Same book.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else has any doubt? Anything to say? We have 1 more minute to go. Else, let us thank Sundari Madam. In spite of having problems with the electricity board, not giving current, she could log in time and complete this class. Thank you, Madam. Okay, so please log off.